Howdy, folks! How are we today, and how is the sound? Get a bit closer. Get a bit closer to the microphone. And what has everyone been doing today? Let me know. Let me know. Always curious. Hi, Cameron. Hello, I like cheese. Yo, computer guy. And howdy, G-Crobat. Hello, Listy Rimsey. Sounds good? Excellent. That's great. If you want better sound, feel free to donate to my new sound equipment fundraiser, which is linked here. It'd be really awesome to reach my goal for it and get much better sound equipment for both my streams and my videos. So yeah. Computer guy visited a cave today. It was cool, literally. Oh, nice. Oh, I miss cave exploring. I miss that a lot. I've said this before, but like I don't live near any beaches, so don't get to go to those kinds of caves. Oh, but I do remember. I remember when I was little, there was a forest in my town that was known for being kind of weird and creepy, and there was all sorts of like rumors and stuff. And I remember that my parents would take me to a cave, and my parents always said that's a witch's cave. They really like to inspire our imagination growing up. Me and my brother say this. So that's a witch's cave. You've got to be careful going in there. You don't be attacked by a witch. Or it's one of my favorite cave memories. Jack, I've had my first day at Total People today. Can you explain what Total People is, please? Cameron, been volunteering at Woodgreen today and now playing Kingdom Hearts 3 as well as watching the stream. You're playing a game and watching the stream. Wow, impressive. I can't even stream myself playing a game because I keep failing all these games. And what is Woodgreen? Let me know. G-Crobat, didn't watch your stream last Monday because my parents kidnapped me. What? I'm sure that's not as bad as it sounds. Chomsky UK, do you fancy Bill Piper, sir? Not my type. Alright, good guy. I didn't explore, I visited it. It's an open to the public. Oh, right. It's like a normal cave. The fun caves are the ones that you go explore, and you can make your own stories up about them. You go to like a museum cave, or like a tourist attraction cave. It's just some boring guy going, and this is why the cave is this shape. Now follow me. That's not as fun as going, well, there's treasure here. I'll let you Spoopy Cave. Yes, yeah. Might go cave exploring in October. Good guy, it was the Maxan Cave in Dordogne. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. A cave discovered in 2001. Wow, so it's only been known to the public for 20 years. That's pretty cool. It had a lot of really cool mineral formations. Yeah, that's one of the coolest things about those kinds of caves, is just seeing the formations. Jack, Total People is a place that helps people get a job. Oh, I hope it went well for you. Cameron, Woodgreen is an animal charity shop that I'm currently volunteering. Oh, nice. Well done for volunteering. Animal charity shop. So does it sound like merchandise based on animals and that kind of thing, and the money goes towards the charity? KJX Anna, sad to know it's been 2 years since Rick Okasek, the lead singer of the Cars, passed away. I don't really know that much about the Cars, if I'm honest, but if that's a death that's affecting you, I'm very sorry. I've mainly just been trying to like do a mix of working on my 2010 Stacey Villain tier list and watching YouTube videos, and I really want this video to be good, so I'm kind of a bit of a perfectionist with it, if I'm honest. That's all I've really done today. Nothing exciting, nothing special. I'm planning on retiring on my current job. Should I let the higher ups know that I'm going to retire? Oh, definitely. If you're gonna leave, then you've definitely gotta leave your resignation notice. Cameron, yeah, the money goes towards the charity shop. Really nice people there. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, I've usually met some of the nicest people while I volunteered at charity shops as a teenager. But I do, one of the charity shops I worked at, And they kind of like left me to the counter, and I there was like a music player, and at the time I was really into like goth music, so I brought like a Marilyn Manson CD. So there's all these old people coming in to buy purses and used items and antiques, and you just hear Marilyn Manson blaring in the background. I got in a bit of trouble for it, but it was worth it. KGX, I don't suppose you've watched the 2001 miniseries Band of Brothers, have you? No, I'm afraid not. To be honest, I would be scared to explore a cave on my own. The guy who discovered it had to crawl a lot and could have been stuck at any point. That's a very scary thought. Yeah, I don't like those kinds of caves. Look, when I say exploring caves, I mean like safe caves. I don't mean like crawling down. Those are scary. I wouldn't do that. That's way too claustrophobic. I'm talking about like fun little beach caves that you can kind of just like casually walk through. That kind of thing. Those are fun to explore and come up with stories for. Liz Ramsey, have you heard about the new Lego minifigures for the Muppets? I've not. I can't really imagine the Muppets in Lego form. It should look okay, but I don't know. So yeah, Alex Cheese, caves are just a no-no for me. I hate small spaces in the dark. I understand. Cameron, I did something similar upstairs at the shop. I had 3 Days Grace CD. Half the people were really into it. The other half were thinking, what is this? I used to play when my family would have like a family get together with like neighbors and friends and stuff. One time I just played experimental music. No one was stopping me. I just put on one of my experimental music CDs, and just my mum came in and I was like, "Don't do that again. It just sounded like noise." Jack, which adventure that Bart Simpson went on would you have liked to have gone when you were a kid? Do you mean like a Bart Simpson episode where, like, if I was to like reenact something that Bart Simpson experienced? Probably that cruise. That cruise is awesome. It's so cool. I would want to go on that cruise. Okay, JX Anna, what are your thoughts on Fall Out Boy? Kind of a guilty pleasure, if I'm honest. I don't think they're great, but like I enjoy what they do. I enjoy their music. And I've seen bits of their movie. Yes, there's a Fall Out Boy movie. It kind of got mainly released as like music videos, but that you can get on DVD. All the music videos stitched together, and it tells one whole story. And at the end of the film, God appears, played by Elton John. That's the only reason I checked it out, because I'm a bigger Elton John fan. Jack was asking which episode is that. I think it's a really fun thing Bart will never do again, or something like that. I like cheese. What are your thoughts on horror movies? I love horror movies. I love them to bits. But I'll admit I'm very picky about the horror films that I choose, because it's getting harder and harder to scare me, especially as a horror filmmaker myself. So I know all the tricks and tactics and stuff. So I've really got to be surprised, and there's got to be a really good atmosphere. A good example would be like Babadook. Babadook scares the crap out of me. It really does. Babadook is one of the good examples of modern horror done really well. Yeah. So yeah, but I love horror films. I love directing horror films. If you've not seen it, check out my film Umbrella. Yeah. As long as I don't have to crawl, I love caves, actually. Maybe I would enjoy exploring a fun cave once if I had ever find one. Yeah, like I said, I like the cave that I explored in my local forest, but growing up, me and my family used to go to Greece every year, and one of my favourite things was just finding caves on the beach. So that was another fun cave memory. Where am I in chat? Oh, there you go. G-Crow about, what was your least favourite movie genre? I don't really have one, if I'm honest. I'm open to all genres. All of them. I've never really been picky about genres. I'm up for anything. I like stories. I like stories of any kind, any location, any kinds of characters. It's how it's done. KJX on, to be honest, the cover for the Ghostbusters theme song was atrocious. It was. But the thing is, I really liked the, I actually preferred the, remix of the Ghostbusters theme that they used for the, Answer the Call trailer. That is awesome. I've replayed that so many times. It has such a great drop in it. Where am I in chat? I keep losing my place. Miss Burley, did you ever watch Kids Next Door? Is that the codename Kids Next Door? Because, yeah, I did grow up with it, but I don't remember it very well. Cameron, I think I said this before, but I'm fine with horror. But movies like Final Destination I can't do. So I'm guessing it's maybe gore that you, that is like your line, maybe. I like cheese. What is your favourite action film? Mine is Terminator 2. I don't know. Because it kind of depends when you say action film, how action-y. I'm not too sure. I really love True Romance. I love most films by Tony Scott. I love Tony Scott's action films. And I've always wanted to make stuff like him. But yeah, that's like traditional action-y kind of films. I really like art house action films by Takeshi Kitano. Films like Sonatine and Hanabi and stuff like that. Like Yakuza movies that are very artistic and kind of slow-paced and meditative. I like those kinds of films. Takeshi Kitano is a massive influence on my way. Listy Rimsey. My dad used to do cave exploration, proper potholing, spelunking stuff, going through time passages, diving. I could never ever do that. I think I've seen some documentaries on people doing it, and I'm like, no, no. Just the idea of being stuck in there, creeps me out. Miss Burley, what animal do you fear? I only really fear. I'd say I don't like fast-moving animals, like really fast. Especially no. Let me reword that. I don't like animals where they're kind of like very still, very peaceful, and then you make one move and they go. Zzz. Those kinds of insects freak me out. I don't mind like average insects that are like they're just doing their own thing. But if you're gonna like give me a jump scare, then don't. But I can't think of any actual specific animals that freak me out. And I kind of like scary things, and I like scary animals. My favourite animal is an anglerfish. So, yeah, I can't think of any particular animal that frightens me. Maybe wasps, but I'd say probably wasps. Jack, what is the earliest memory you have of thinking about a mystery in a show or movie that's never revealed? I don't know, because I never really thought that deeply when I was younger watching films. I never really looked beyond the surface, and I never really thought about the mystery aspects of movies. So no, I don't know if I have an answer to that one, sorry. Cameron, I think part of the problem was I watched Final Destination 2 when I was younger, and the ladder scene disturbed me so much. Yeah, I can imagine when you watch the Final Destination films, they would really mess you up. Cameron, but I can do movies like Chucky, Freddy, and Jason. So you like popcorn horror movies, basically. Which is cool. Jack, have you seen the Japanese film Battle Royale? Yes, I have. There's a review of it on my channel. I love Battle Royale. I've not watched the sequel in a long time, but I remember not liking it. All I remember from that film is just a bunch of kids talking to a camera for like 90 minutes until adults turned up. I like cheese. That highway scene still creeps me out. I think that's about Final Destination. Jack, what was the thing that made you a fan of Japanese cinema? Akira Kurosawa. I've mentioned this before, but yes. So growing up, we had a family friend who was a big Akira Kurosawa film, and they let me borrow like a load of the Kurosawa films. And I just remember spending a week just marathoning them all, and that was when I was like, whoa, Japanese cinema, particularly period cinema, I love it. I love it to bits. I kept wanting to see more Kurosawa films, and luckily when I went to college, in the library, they had a load of Kurosawa films available to take out, so that I had even more opportunities. Yeah, Kurosawa, as basic and generic as it sounds, he's the one that got me into Japanese cinema. How close is your ranking 2010 Disney film list? I don't know what you mean by close ranking. I don't You probably need to reword that, sorry. Listy Rimsey, I freaking hate crane flies for that reason. They come out of nowhere and decide my face is their favourite ever thing and won't leave me alone. Bless you. Jack, what do you think of the Addams Family films? I've not revisited them, if I'm honest. But growing up, I loved them. Massive fan of them as a kid. But yeah, I've not given them any new chances as an adult. And I would love to. I really would love to. Do you agree about what is the main factor of characters to be more evil? To me, it would be their motivation. Definitely, yeah, because I'd agree with that. Their motivation would definitely illustrate, like how far they'll go, what their temper's like, and what their moral compass is. So definitely their motivation paints the biggest picture. So yeah, I agree with you there. Mr. Brillo, when is your 2010 Disney villain tier list coming out? I want to make it very clear that I don't usually like to announce, hey, I'm going to get this video up on this day, because things happen, and you've got to remember that I have a life outside my YouTube, so things can come up, things can change. Yeah, so I never give a specific date. I can give an estimate date, but it's not a promise, it's not a guarantee. On my schedule right now, the aim is to hopefully get it done, hopefully get it up, on maybe Thursday or Friday. Computer Guy, I saw the first Addams Family recently, Family film recently for the first time. It was cliche, very, very cliche, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, I remember that it has like a Hollywood like movie template kind of story. Isn't it something to do with like some kind of tricking the family or something like that? Cameron, have you seen the 1989 movie The Wizard? It's a guilty pleasure for me. I've not seen it, but I've seen reviews of it, so I know of it. But I've never actually seen it, and it was never part of my childhood. We did have Nintendo stuff though. We had an N64. Actually, I think that's the only Nintendo. Oh no, and Game Boys. We had each. I had a Game Boy Original, then a Game Boy... I didn't have a Game Boy Color, my brother had that. And then I had a Game Boy Advance. Wait, my stream's acting weird. Hang on one sec. Have I just frozen? I'm back. But where am I in chat? Do you go back? Characters commit mass genocide while having a tragic motivation. However, other doesn't commit as heinous like torturing one person, but does it cause... Wait, I need to read that. Characters can commit mass genocide while having a tragic motivation. However, other doesn't commit as heinous like torturing one person, but does it because he likes to. I don't know what you mean by that point, sorry, but I'll make it very clear that genocidal tyrants do not have redeemable factors whatsoever. That goes without saying. Jack, do you wish the Super Mario Bros. Movie was improved to be a good adaptation of the games, or are you fine with what it was trying to be? Kind of mixed, because it would be fun to see a way more colourful, cartoony Super Mario Bros. Movie, but I love what we got. I love it so much, because it's just so silly, and there's a lot of stuff in there that I personally sincerely like, especially Luigi and his love story. So yeah, it's kind of a mix. I'm happy it exists. I'm honestly happy that the 1993 film exists, and it's very important to video game cinema history. Trying to find in chat where I am now. Where am I? Cameron, I started collecting retro games thanks to James Rolfe. Been collecting since 2013. Nice, must have a very big collection by now. Yeah, and retro games. Computer Guy makes a good point. Retro games are very expensive. I mean, I remember getting hold of like a Sega. I got hold of a Sega Mega Drive at one point. I got hold of an N64 at one point. I now have a PS1, and like, it's the hardest thing about owning one is affording the games, because you can't just go like, okay, I want a game with this genre, so I have like a wide library. You have to wait a few months, maybe get a game each month. Did you watch any of the Mortal Kombat movies? Yes, I've watched and reviewed the first Mortal Kombat movie, and that review, yeah, there's a Puppet Panic review of the first 90s Mortal Kombat movie on my channel, because there's puppetry in it. You'll find out if you watch the video. Jack, which redeemed villains do you think shouldn't have been redeemed because they were too evil? Off the top of my head, I can't. It's a bit much for me to really think about at the moment, if I'm honest. Sorry, I can't think of any off the top of my head. Probably someone in chat will find a good example. Alex, what was your favourite movie of all time? A Silent Voice, and that's another film that you can see a review of. You're giving me lots of opportunities to plug videos tonight, everyone. But yeah, Silent Voice, love it to bits, and it's an anime film about a boy who ends up bonding with a deaf girl that he bullied as a child. And it's about his growth as well as helping her to love herself. It's a beautiful movie. I've watched it many times in both dub and sub. Really fantastic movie. Cameron, there's a PS1 game I love the look of called Klonoa. Yeah, I know of this game. It has a cute anime art style and reminds me of Sonic, but it's about £150 for a physical copy. Wow. I think Klonoa doesn't have like that 2.5D kind of like gameplay where it's like it's kind of a side scroller, but at the same time you can kind of like interact with the background a bit more and that kind of thing. Can you guys say, did you own game systems? What was your first one? I think it was a Sega Master System. Yeah, it was the first game system we had was the Sega Master System, which really shows my age. But my parents ended up selling it, I think. I can't remember why. But yeah, they ended up selling it. And then the next game console I got was PS1. And it came with the original first ever PlayStation 1 demo disc. This Rimsey guy I used to live with has hundreds of retro games and consoles and magazines. I weep when I think of all the rotting boxes in his garden shed. He's not even using them! What? Oh, I say that, but I've not used my PS1 since buying it. The only reason why is because I found out that my TV is broken. I need a new TV, and then I can play my PS1 for the first time. I can't remember which games I got. I think I got Resident Evil, Crash Bandicoot. I can't remember what I bought. Oh, and Small Soldiers, because I remember when I was a kid, me and my brother used to rent out the Small Soldiers video game from Blockbuster and just do the 2-player for like ages. We love Small Soldiers, so I got a copy. I don't know if I'm ever to play. I don't know if I'll be able to ever play the game with him because he lives in Sri Lanka now. But don't worry about the TV. I've not really needed it, if I'm honest. I usually watch stuff on my computer, but I'll need to fix it if I want to play my PS1. But to be honest, I've not really felt the need to play my PS1, either because I'm too busy, or because I want to play with other people. And I don't really have that many multiplayer games. I like cheese. What is the film that's so bad that it's good? Most of the films that I love watching again and again. A good example of it, Descendants, love it. Love Descendants. The Worst Witch, hilariously bad. Anything by Edward D. Wood Jr., beautiful. Trying to think of some other so bad it's good movies that I love. I don't know. Why have I forgotten them all already? Computer Guy. Cathodic TVs are the best way to play PS1. Cathodic, okay. Hope you or your parents kept an old TV somewhere. Unlikely. My dad sold most things once we didn't need them. Cuba Dude, some people are making refurbished games by themselves on blank discs and cartridges for extremely expensive games like Pokemon and Marvel vs. Capcom. Wow. I think the thing is, I don't know if I want to get a Game Boy original, because I'd get it for the aesthetic, but at the same time, it's not really replayable in this day and age because of the lighting, and apparently the lighting accessory is not very good either. But I want the nostalgia. I want to play Pokemon Blue on it and Super Mario Land. Probably smarter for me to get like a Game Boy Advance SP. Oh, Num Flat TV is good for PS1s. That'd be kind of cool though if I could get both. I could get like a flat screen TV and like a non-flat TV, like a retro TV. I'd like to own one. Really would. It'd be cool. G-Crobat, I didn't watch your Gen 2 Pokemon stream. What did you think of Crobat's design? I didn't do one. I never did it. I don't think it won. Cameron, there's a new animated Diary of Wimpy Kid movie coming to Disney Plus that has Peanuts 2015 style of animation. I've seen that's coming out, but I don't really know much about it, and I never really watched the Diary of the Wimpy Kid movies or read the books. That trend, that franchise, that trend, it came out when I was like in my 20s, so it's not exactly nostalgic to me, I'm afraid. Jack, what do you think is the biggest appeal of Japanese cinema to you? I would say it's precision. There's a lot of precision that you don't, very delicate precision almost even, that you don't usually see in Western cinema, because like a lot of Japanese cinema, and I'm talking like people like Kitano and Kurosawa, it's very photographic kind of cinema, and it's very still, but also very beautiful and very creative. And Western cinema is not really like that. It's much more explosive and in your face. But yeah, that's the thing that really appeals to me in terms of like as a filmmaker. That's what I really like and what I look up to, like the way that they're sharply, precisely edited, and the direction is just so on point. Alex, hopefully it will be as good as the Peanuts movie. Oh, it's on about Diary of Wimpy Kid. Lisa Rimsey, I had a magnifying glass with an inbuilt light for my old Game Boy. Best accessory ever. Saved my eyesight as a kid, I'm certain. I remember like having my Game Boy original and being in the car on the way home from like some kind of like after school club and just waiting for like lamppost lights to come over my over my Game Boy. Like, oh, can I catch? Oh no, wait. Can I catch this Pokemon? No, wait. Jack, have you ever watched Hellraiser? Yes, I have. It was a long time ago. It was back in my college years, but I have seen Hellraiser. I remember really enjoying it. And I remember it not being what I expected it to be. Because, like, from an outside perspective, Hellraiser just looked like a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of film. And it's not really. It's much more Cronenberg-esque. See, I remember it taking me by surprise. Jack, have you ever watched the clip of Akira Kurosawa receiving an honorary Oscar? I think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen it. What does he say in it? Jigger about, what's your favorite Peanuts character? Mine is Marcy. I'm gonna be really boring and say Charlie Brown. I really relate to Charlie Brown. I really do. He's got my same sense of sarcasm, same kinds of like self-deprecation. Yeah, I have a lot of Charlie Brown, but I also have a lot of Snoopy in me. I kind of bounce between them too, because I'm a bit silly at the same time. Give a guy. I have the same memory during night trips as a kid. Yeah, it's a great memory. I remember. So my biggest Game Boy memory is always going to be this. So. I have a lot of family that's in Australia, okay? And growing up, we very rarely saw them because they would have to travel all the way to us from Australia to England. And one time they came over here for Christmas, and my parents gave me my brother the Pokemon games, the first ever ones, Blue and Red. I got Blue, my brother got Red, and so our grandparents would come all this way, and we were just sat around the dinner table, just glued to our screens. And if you look at like old pictures of that Christmas day, it is literally just me and my brother like. I like cheese. It's sad that Blue Sky Studios got shut down. Would have loved to have seen a film like the Peanuts movie made by them again, or something like that. Yeah, it is quite sad. They were starting to really find themselves recently. Really starting to like shed the reputation of being an Ice Age sequel factory and trying to do some other things, trying to do some new things. So it's very sad, but it's important to know that the artists and animators that work to Blue Sky, they're gonna go off and work at other studios. So like, I feel like the spirit of Blue Sky will carry on in other places. It's sad, but it's good to be optimistic about it. Cameron, what's your favourite cereal? Cookie Crisp or Cookie Crisp? I love Cookie Crisp, but that's because I love cookies and milk, so that's what... but I also like the Line cereal. The Line cereal is really good as well. Computer's Guy, with Blue Sky, you never knew. Some of the movies were great, but some were awful. It was hit and miss, but when they show potential, they showed a lot of potential. And you can, even with like the more average films, you can notice at least something there, like, ooh. I hope they can expand this in future films, so yeah. Howdy, Don. Computer Guy, but yeah, they really were getting there when the mouse... Thank you for following Hoss00312 _got _you _ I feel like a robot reading it like that. Or Captain Holt in Brooklyn Nine. Sorry, got interrupted there. Computer Guy, but yeah, they really were getting there when the mouse bought them. Freaking Disney. Just learned they cancelled the Owl House just as I started watching the show, and I'm angry. They cancelled Owl House. I've not even had the time to start watching that yet, and they've just cancelled it. I'm gonna watch it even more now, just to like do the middle finger to Disney. Yeah, I've been wanting to watch Owl House for a while now. Cameron, I like Cocoa Pops. Oh, I like Cocoa Pops too. Cocoa Pops really remind me of holiday. I remember mainly having Cocoa Pops when I was on holiday, like sitting on that hotel balcony in Greece. Kubadoo, Gen 2 was what got me into Pokemon. First the anime, then I remember saving up my allowance to play Pokemon Gold. Yeah, I remember doing chores around the house to get Pokemon Gold. Don, I hate cereal. I only like oats. I like oats as well, if I'm honest, but like I need to put something in there with the oats. Listy, I'm such an old folk. I like porridge and Weetabix and stuff like that. No problem liking that. I like those things too. I just like my chocolate more. Don, what is your favourite Cartoon Saloon film and show? They've done shows. I don't think I've seen their shows. But Cartoon Saloon film, my favourite, I don't know. I've not revisited them in a while, if I'm honest. I can't think of the one that probably spoke to me the most. Maybe Wolf Walkers, but at the same time, Secret of Kells, it might be, because it's been a long time. I don't feel fair judging them all after it's been this long. Good guy. No, the creator said there's nothing we can do about it. It's been set in stone. Last season is only 3 episodes to wrap things up, and apparently not the ending the creators intended at all. Oh, come on. Sod off, Disney. Right, that's pretty depressing because I'm loving the show and where I am, mid-season 1. Screw Disney, honestly. Cameron, my favourite Disney show is Phineas and Ferb and Gravity Falls. Mine's a tie between Gravity Falls and... I don't know. It's definitely Gravity Falls my number 1, but I also really like Weekenders, Recess, Pepper Ann. I like all these... I like a lot of them. Cameron, I quote Phineas and Ferb to my friends a lot. I've still not seen Phineas and Ferb, if I'm honest. Don says Skunk Fu is a Cartoon Saloon show. Ooh, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I've never watched Phineas and Ferb. The whole it came out again. It's a show that came out in my 20s. I really wasn't watching that kind of stuff. I will be watching Phineas and Ferb because I'm hoping to do a whole video about 2000s Disney cartoons. Yes, it's something I have planned and I've started researching already. It's just going to take a long time because there's quite a few shows to get through, and a lot of them are very story based, very narrative driven. So yeah, I've got to spare the time for them. Any other questions, folks? Any other questions? I don't know what that sound came from. Why does it sound like I'm reading right now? Good guy, seriously, I discovered it last year and hadn't stopped laughing so hard in a while. Ooh, it's that kind of comedy. You've definitely piqued my interest. But again, I'm going to be watching it anyway, because I'm going to be doing that 2000s Disney cartoons video. I will be doing a video on 2000s British cartoons this month. I'll be working on that straight after my 2010s Disney There's so many decade videos I'm doing. Do you prefer Batman or Iron Man? I feel like maybe Batman, but mainly because I got introduced to Batman before Iron Man. Batman is a bigger part of like my introduction to superhero media and cinema. So I'll probably go with Batman. My voice sounded like Goofy. Oh gosh, that's not even a good Goofy. Gosh, I can't even do Goofy. Just go back. I just watched a death battle of these two fighting. Oh, who won? Good dude. Owl House, in my opinion, has some of the best LGBT representation in a cartoon, which for me is meaningful since this year I came out as pan. Oh, congrats. Yeah, that's one of the major reasons I want to see it, especially when Alex Hirsch is involved and Disney were really repressive when it came to like giving LGBT plus representation to Gravity Falls. So yeah, that's one of the major reasons I want to see it. Other reasons too, of course. It looks pretty cool. Don, have you seen Dingo Picture movies? No. I can subject myself to a lot of things, but not Dingo Pictures. Then again, maybe I can do a Film Trumps podcast on Dingo Pictures movies when the documentary comes out. Yes, they're doing a documentary on Dingo movies. Cameron, thoughts on Who Framed Roger Rabbit? It's awesome. It's really good. It's very, very imaginative when it comes to combining filmmaking techniques. Very funny, very charming. The references make sense to the story and all fit together. And it has a lot of deeper subtext to it. Yeah, if you want my deeper thoughts, then go and check out my review of it on my channel. We got, yeah, Disney is definitely not what it used to be, and sadly, it isn't much better than on Warner side. Don't get me started on Warner. You want Computer Guy? We need to make him watch Dingo Picture films. Maybe I could do that in like a Vincent Price voice. We need to make him. That's not even trying to get my Vincent on. Vincent Price. We need to make him watch. No, I can't do it. Why can't I get my Vincent Price voice suddenly? Oh, everyone's really wanting me to do it. Dingo Pictures. Maybe. Viva will kill me. Listy, how much would someone have to Patreon to make you sit through all the Dingo Pictures? I think one of the, well, the thing is, there is like on the top tier rewards, you can request a review from me, but it can only be of one thing, so you could have to pick one Dingo Picture movie. Jack, now I'm intrigued in hearing what you have to say about Warner Brothers. If you think they're as bad as Disney, oh, they're definitely as bad as Disney. Probably worse, because they've already been exposed for abusing their animators. They're completely clueless when it comes to their franchises. Like literally, even the right of Justice League was saying, I don't know what they're doing for the DCU. So yeah, Warner Brothers has got a lot of the same problems as Disney, but they're clumsier when doing it. Like Disney's doing it with a bit of presentation. Can I do an impression of Nigel Thornberry? No, my Tim Curry is terrible. But I can do sounds like look a dugong. Warner screwing up Justice League and cutting the run times of GVK. I know what they're doing, but they seem to just be digging their own graves. Don, have you seen any Asylum films? Again, no, I don't want to subject myself to that. Cuba Dude, I only know Dingo Pictures because Animat did a few Let's Watch videos of some of their movies. I've known about Dingo Pictures for a while. I'm glad, I kind of wish I didn't. No, they're definitely the bottom of the barrel, but at the same time, they're at least funny bad. So yeah, any more questions, folks? I've got to head off in 10 minutes. So take your opportunity. And again, remind to everyone that I'm hosting a fundraiser for new sound equipment. So if you want to hear better sound from my streams, from my videos, feel free to chip in and donate to that campaign. I know. I like the list is referenced there. You're right. Evil is all about presentation. Warner Brothers equals Titan. Disney equals Mega Man. Yep. Jack. I mean, at least Warner Brothers didn't thank China for filming all those locations. True. But they also abused their animators. They also gaslit some of their actors. So yeah. It's like a 50-50, really. G-Cribber, have you ever streamed for more than an hour? If you mean in general, yes, I've done. I think I did a 5 or 6 hour Christmas stream last year, and I'm hoping to do another long Christmas stream this year. What I want to do is I want to make an annual thing. I want every Christmas I want to have like a Christmas theme stream. So that, like, people who feel alone at Christmas, they got someone to turn to. Like, they got someone to talk to, someone to be entertained by, someone to make them feel like they're part of some kind of, like, family Christmas feeling. If I have to give up my Christmas day for that, I'm cool with that. If I can make someone happy for that, that'd be awesome. So I want to make that an annual thing. It might annoy relatives, but... Don, what's your favourite Rankin Bass Christmas special? I've only seen one. I've only seen Rudolph, so... Rudolph? Keep it going. More questions. I just rediscovered that Legend of Korra soundtrack lately and think that it's massively underrated. What's your opinion about that? I've never seen Legend of Korra, sorry. Cameron, I really like this quote from Kingdom Hearts 1. The heart may be weak and sometimes may even give in, but I have learned that deep down there's a light that never goes out. I kind of get the gist of that quote, but for some people the light has gone out. Jack, if you could go to a country in Africa, where would it be and what would you do? I don't really know. I've never really thought about it, if I'm honest. I have a lot of friends in Ghana, so maybe Ghana. I don't know. I like cheese. What's your favourite Muppet movie? The Muppet Movie. I did a whole top 5 best and worst Muppet films video a while ago. Kingdom Hearts is very shonen-y and cliche, and I love it for that. I remember watching my brother play Kingdom Hearts, and that's it. I remember playing the first level and giving up. So yeah, I'm not the right person when it comes to like asking about Kingdom Hearts. Don, I actually have Ghanaian ancestry. Oh, nice, interesting. Why is it every time the Super Mario theme that gets stuck in my head? Every time. For those that are curious, this week's quiz is going to be on Nintendo. Yes, it's going to be a live Nintendo quiz Wednesday, 8 PM UK time. I've already started working on it. So anyone that's curious about what this week's quiz is, Nintendo. Dom, just curious, what's your background? If you mean do you mean my like ancestral heritage? Because I think you do, because you just mentioned it. As far as I know, I have Dutch, Swedish, Norwegian, Icelandic, and Welsh heritage. That's as far as I know, but I want second opinions, but it's hard to get second opinions. But I know for sure that I've got a Dutch heritage. I know that 100% from my mum's family tree. And my mum has her own family tree that she's committed to that goes back to, like, I think the 15th or 16th century. She's been working on it for years. And I'm related to like some baron and they made a movie about him, and John Hurt played him. I'm the descendant of a John Hurt character. It's one of the weirdest facts I can say about myself. Okay, where am I in chat? I like cheese. What are your thoughts on Illumination working on an animated Mario movie? I feel about most Illumination movies, so I don't know. I feel like they're probably a good studio to choose because like they're renowned for their like colorful aesthetic, and I think that's something that Mario really needs. But I'm not really excited in terms of storytelling because it's Illumination. Like I'm not as I don't hate Illumination as much as most people do because I know there's way worse studios, and I think people do really exaggerate Illumination's films how bad they are. But I'd say they're definitely very average, so it's hard to get excited about them working on it. Cameron, Sonic X or Sonic Boom? I've not seen Sonic X since I was a kid, and I've never seen Sonic Boom, so meh. You're missing out, dude. Maybe you should give it another try. Well, Kingdom Hearts reality shows its age now, and Chain of Memories is still terrible, but the following games are pretty cool. I'm open to giving Kingdom Hearts a go, but you've got to remember that means I need a PS2 first. I don't have a PS2. It's one step at a time. Where am I in chat? Oh, it's Whiplash. Hello, Jam. How are things been? Things are fine. Things are okay. Things are flowing. It's my birthday this weekend. All I'm really gonna do is I'm probably just gonna like meet up with my writer, have a couple of drinks. Most people I know are kind of busy, so it's just gonna be me and my writer, just maybe having like a dinner and some drinks. And we might turn it into a meeting if I'm honest for projects we're working on. Band, I can't watch Wednesday streams because I have work during that time. Oh no. Don, Illumination's fine. I like Secret Life of Pets. The only Illumination film that I think is genuinely stellar is the first Despicable Me. From then on, it's just Everyone's talking about Kingdom Hearts now. Don, happy birthday, Jam. Not yet. Thank you, but not yet. Not till Sunday. My birthday's the 19th. It is the same birthday as Adam West's. It is also Batman Day, and it is also Talk Like a Pirate Day. It's a great day to be born on. Right. Okay, a couple more questions, then I've definitely got to head off. Couple more questions, you ain't gonna head off. Listy, how old you be? I'm going to be turning 31 this weekend. 31. Oh, everyone's just chatting about Kingdom Hearts now in chat, which is fine, totally cool. I just don't know, I can't chip in. About see you, Jam, and happy early birthday. Thank you. Dom, what is your favourite food? I really like spicy noodle soups. That's my favourite meal to have. I really like spicy noodle soup, especially when you throw in some chili, throw in some mushrooms, some tofu. Yeah, that's me sorted. Whiplash, thoughts on the Bambi films? I think him and Farlene are the cutest couple besides Ariel and Eric. I've not watched the Bambi films in a while. I find the original Bambi movie just to be okay. I actually prefer the second film. I find it much more enjoyable. There's a lot more going on, a lot more character development. But yeah, I don't know what to really say. I've got reviews of both on my blog site, Jambareeqi.com. Liz Rimsey, best type of birthday cake. I don't know. I like creative birthday cakes, but I've never been given a creative birthday cake. But to be fair, I never asked for one. Yeah, I like when it comes to birthday cakes, I like it when someone's put some effort in and they've put something creative, and they've thought about whose birthday is and what they like. I like those, but I never get them. Cameron, James, when you have the time, check out the Kingdom Hearts theme song, Sanctuary. It's trippy and cool. I have. I'm a big fan of Utada Hikara. I love her songs for Kingdom Hearts. Sanctuary, Simple and Clean. Yeah, I love all those songs. Zelda, which Disney remake do you think is the worst? Mulan. I've talked about this with Viva in our Film Chums podcast on live-action Disney remakes. It's a terrible film, both in terms of storytelling and morally. Computer Guy, I hope I'll be able to see Friday's stream to wish you a happy birthday. Yeah, that's the nearest stream you'd be able to like say happy birthday to me too. Actually, yeah. The only reason I didn't stream a game last Friday was because when I went onto Origin, it was like saying you have to update your Sims. I was like, yeah, but I'm streaming in an hour. What? So I had to cancel because it was like saying 3 hours until it's updated. Now you tell me? Jack, do you know Judge Doom was going to be revealed as the killer of Bambi's mum? That's kind of funny. I kind of like that. Don, who are your top 3 favourite rock singers? I don't really know, because rock is a broad term. I don't know. I don't think I've got 3 favourites, if I'm honest, off the top of my head. Sorry. Whiplash, did you think Toy Story 4 was unnecessary? I'll get to Toy Story 4. I have a lot of people asking me about it. I will get to it eventually when I'm ready. For now, but yeah, I'm heading off, folks. Gonna carry on my 2010s Disney tier list video. Look forward to seeing any of you who turn up to the Nintendo quiz on Wednesday, 8 PM UK time. And cheerio. Hope you're well. Hope you're smiling. Hope you're happy. Hope you have a good morning.